Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and my dear friends. It's a great opportunity for me to speak, share in front of you about my journey. Are you comfortable with English or shall I speak in Manipur? Yeah, Manipur tab says it. Okay, I'll mix both. All right. May I have the slide, please? My story is a story of every youth in Manipur. That was in the year of 1990. After my studies in Banastali Vidyapith, that is in Rajasthan, for 12 years, I came back with the hope that I'll be working either in government offices or in some institution. I did my master in food and nutrition, and I had lots of energy. I was ready to work all kind of work. Without waiting any call, I started working with All India Radio in Fall as a program conductor in Fauji Bhayon Ka Karya. That was my first job in Manipur. Then after that was not enough because that was a contract job. So I joined Vaikomani Girls College as a lecturer in Home Science Department. My subject was very unique. There was no people to teach that subject. So I happily did. Then that was also not enough because they gave me only 2 days to work with them in a week. So I was free for another 4 days. What to do? So again I joined CVTC, Citizen Volunteers Training Center, as a volunteer to that organization. With all this exposure, you had a chance to interact with many people, to know yourself, to discover your potential, and travel around. I traveled a lot in many countries, many states of India. After working with All India Radio, voluntary organization, and in colleges, I was not satisfied. I went further for my studies. That was in the year 1994. I went to Chennai and worked with one international voluntary organization. I had a very good opportunity to work with them and get to know what is the need of people. I was made to understand, to identify and understand the need of people, where you can focus that what work you should do. They've sent me to South Africa and also to Japan to learn how this volunteer organization are doing. That was an eye-opener for me. Came back, again joined CBTC. Then that was a very short period with CBTC. Kanpur Theological Association, who were looking for a person who will take care of the training institute as a training coordinator to start a development-related training program for community-based organization. I joined them. I worked with them for another 10 years, till 2003, from 1994. That was a decade, a long experience, working with volunteer organization. I worked with church worker, women volunteers, women secretaries, gender empowerment projects, and lots of rural development activities was going on. Through that period, I've also joined one organization, it's international institute or organization called Association of Food Scientists and Technologists. That, because of my subject, my background, I had to join that organization. I background, I am a considerable life. Mapam Janice and Abbey Agadra had an association to join. I think the association joined the way on the kind of entrepreneurs in the food processing field that they are missing. I am fully interact over the opportunity. Why can't we start? Everybody was saying that production food processing unit. Everybody was saying that they have a problem in marketing their product. Market why have me with them high. Sahi Tara, I don't Tara. Can we make something which is already exists in the state but not produced by us? I suggestion being seminars and my Moreh chapot, Myanmar of Sichan, after a magazine later. That's how in a power in terms of crore and names. My turnover was how can we take some share of us? I share will be happy about it. See the Natana in a queen of Mapanda and Matamda Imawina. A Taro give him a Tanaba, a Chapotaro. A Chapotaro has there was no other alternative. Moreh Chapotaro is a Moreh Chapotaro, Hangality, a Manipur puts it. Mahi to the Tavaya, the Nehemi, the Tarapaya, the Banana, Moreh Chapos, and the mean to Sulaiva, and the king of Saki passed to Sulaiva and the Tara. At the most, Mangan Mumat and our program had. But they had a idea. Do it again. Quickly, almost Mapanda, Adictami, Tabak Wajatli, Manipur state, another state, and at an international level, the Spotok. That was a question which came to my mind. So, after leaving my job, TTA that the HPK in Hadu 2003 Sida, SI project the MSME in a Kore, SI the Chakagawari Sabu. That was in 2004. SI Chakagawari Samatan in heaven. I think it's like a dream talk with the share of stuff. But can we train some people who can work with me? Training of food processing, training of my type of we are the similar money. We can try the training like Kuntrado, when I'm making the top of Suyadi. Kuntrado, Manga, they did a lot. That's how I started. Then 2004 January, my concern was Manipur it's a big problem of poverty, unemployment, and imbalance between these two genders. And talk of disparity. Empowerment question until unless you make them economically independent, you cannot dream of women empowerment. That was my concern. City areas training I don't have any space. In space they don't think. Factory building construction and the factory motive to project it's under my control. The PM my Japans in my control the relay. For another till dinner time, you are free. Dinner time, we can Japanese period, hang a little I think in a Japanese factory. ai gas dum sin apani ai are lo ko dum sin apani ai thang dum sin apani so en ta lai bale to ko trial period pe na kari product ai na launch to ga di kari product to ga di kari product me ana pang da di ha bi thi ticket pa ko mo Manipur angang sing du hek la pa ka thak su ga ha matam sida ina hang ru dai to le bana ta bani na kare pacha ma pak si puro bazar da gi kare di puri ye mo so dai bisu bazar cha ta ko na matam ta January February ki matam se Heikru ki matam nahi aduna Heikru pacha ma gi le bana Heikru pacha ma gi do yang thuna pesa on to pa ya ba se Heikru salty ko na se Heikru salty na market ko se Heikru akam ba matam da ko ye pesa on gi ka thi da ni ka Heikru akam ba ni no मैं आपके चैनल में पाऊँ तो पूरा चैनल में देखो Heikru akam ba si jam baponi Heikru to khai do ga magi weight to matung ina certain amount of salt hapaga nini pouring to matung da magi sing do maximum isi ucing thokra matung da sunrise to very simple technique nimi humni mari da dum san kanu sunrise to matung da after a week your product are ready to sell ada no ma paki khai to na hayim kari to ne ha question la asi budi phare Heikru khai hai bhai indi kai to tori nangi product ni sell to ho so ai ge hizabada tuna pesa on to pa ya bada kata ni bisa sa kata ni bisa bazar da hana ni palo pai package tum leiram bani na adu kadum manaba tum saraga ana ko dukan sin khado si at least nang lupa cham investor on pa cham kun do kun cha do si thomne da na cham kun cha na te cham kai do pa cham investor kan adu ni lupa cham ne kai do mu next day dia cha le lo sai no Heikru judi hafta am chang ye da kata ni bitu pesa dum ko le next day amu kai to sige na hai matam sida ko na ko gi mujhe ai kana da Meira ki brand sun ko kan ko bo thok pani bung bada ko ya ni ba ko bo to adi ye ko bo cham me thawa sa bada chin pak si deep fry ka bani adu ba thaw to bada na lo thok ra matung sida fry ka ga packing to da mai am da gi ki to ngan man ko bazana South की ऐना taste तो बता कड़ी पत्ता आपकी taste है माने अनुशी बनो मस्त spices याव जब बस उस थुम घरा salt थुम घरा चीनी पापा कितना देखिए मोरोकरा आपका कड़ी पत्ता आपकी मैं आपका taste मगा ले मतलब कि फोटो ये ना पांडा ना कड़ी पत्ता आपका try it came out very unique and people so for the first week we were rotating our things like that la ibu paisa do lo thok te sa thok te ko reinvest to sam de ki cham ya ke do na chahum to ko chahum do na lisin mo thok pani hafta ma ki manu la pani hafta phar ga ko to pa lisin mo gile pa sam to adu ki ka lisin ma do ni na kai to sige ha plan to na matung da ko na achar ka try to sige achar ka try to mo bore pang kui de na in hek ho ba MSME na moina vendors day he no makaki ingi product expose to big opportunity me that was my first exposure with the farm exhibition ma participate to ba jai ki dam ke to ai ha na adu ki vendors day to the amuk padi hek ko thok paga maybe because of the range of product was very new maybe because that I was doing some very creative packaging it went off within an hour. Unga ma minu dai photo loi hai. Moi ki tuti whole day ki program ne ka. Tara de ki program ne tum bari hogi program ne but my product was sold out within an hour. I was very happy. Ngo dang sai ki motivation na thami. Ai ki product se farming aduga larger market ta ai target to ya ne thaza ba rai. Adu ki photo he la ka ne na sapu bo ki ra. That was the time. Shapu ki dere I can invest mi wonde palisi ta da puro so hapchal laga pesa to adha laga ina post kam kam da ki pose yun la ra kani habe mo thaza ukar la ade di tam tamna ek anak dukan mein anda thara matung se ki sum tawra padagi di ai ki posi dukan da sum yan ko ura padagi focus kare chane ei manaka photo yun je ki hari ko focus sin changa matung da di dukan khara be hena span to kore mo demand no madal palisi ki poche pa me adu ngamna bong sare hari banu mai kasi ina sabu palisi mo sabu mo it takes time not only that the package of 3000 rupees For me, at that time, it was very difficult. But I did. I need to employ some more people. I employed. And the space in my kitchen was not enough. So I extended. I space. Hanjalaga, Hazalaga, I bet Tausubiana, but Nana Sausubiana space for the creator. What to Tambaya, slowly. This was the MSME training we had. Next please. That space was again not enough. It's a very fortunate for me that I could get Kubokna, Manto Pomaka, Imu Tabotoka, and Noite, and a Sangoita, that's what was hard to me. Haribomatun Tea Cinema from the Tabotoka Cinema. I don't know how to talk to the Kaidawi. We put people me up by home. You get a guy up by home. All of it. And then hide it probably. You can't do that. Madame the public, they have the head. That's always something to say. I live a space at Chandre. I don't want to sing over. At least Kaiba Kotpa, Manmacham, open space away in a cooking area, Manungi, and a subject with all of this space of sort of. Because when you have more people to work, you require space. Other people to the lab. Next, please. This is very initial thing. Next, please. This was how we are picking. We're sitting on the ground and using very simple weighing machine. Now we have more electronic weighing machine. So packing was the small packing we were doing it. So what packet? You will see my product in 35 rupees packet and those containers only. Next please. Yeah, this is Matuto. Next please. Next please. My motto was that I want to create a product which gives you taste as well as health. So good fruit, locally grown, which give you taste. You will ask again. That was my thing. So I was trying to produce those healthy, nutritious products with indigenous taste, which our people like. Next, please. My vision was definitely empowerment of women, because I wanted to make them economically independent. It is not that I don't want to work with men. There are so many men who are helping me out, and I'm working with them. And in future also, sure that they will definitely support me. But my concern was that I need to empower these women, to make them, and equality will definitely come. That is empowerment, and health and sustainable society was a vision. Next, please. The mission which I took up, there are so many missions to reach your vision, but some mission which I took was preserving, promoting indigenous food from Manipur. I was not looking to the food which is coming from outside, but which is local. This raw material I was targeting on what we have here. And the main problem with food industry in Manipur is that we don't have trained people who can work with. So another area was I was giving continuous training to self-help groups, individuals, whoever are interested to get trained in this field for their skill upgradation. They come to me, and they still come, which I was doing. Here, Meira Foods is creating job, but for how many people you can create? You have certain limitations. But once you train them, they have a skill, they can start their own. So when you say that you have in the state unemployment problem, you have to train numbers of people in this field. So that is one of the targets, that's why I was doing it. Next, please. Okay. Next. Another model, as I started from my kitchen. span of 100 rupees. This is the model which I want to create for every woman. People say that, okay, I want to start, but I don't have money. I don't have space. I don't have lengths. So that I can start my business and do my marketing and sustain it. See, I have how I started. You start with your kitchen, from your kitchen, with whatever you have. You don't have to spend extra. Skill market की opportunity करी लेंगे तो हम level हो रहे space का पैसा का जितनी बातों में capture लेना so I'm creating a model for everyone that they can start from that kitchen वो यूं देखिए हो गया kitchen तो नहीं ना कोई जगह देख expand तो बढ़ी जाएगा ना पैसा लेगा तब तब रुला गया है the whole तो नहीं तो क्या रोई अरे अरे whole तो नहीं I have inspiration from Seva, Ahmedabad. We know that we need to proper kanchariba, badi chariba, we product achar. Singi sing se comment over the nupi sing na koi ki yum the saraga common brand name mama ki bakha the market to. I find that is a very useful model for heroes. Ako is a chompa industry to kya yaad hai aur usme kya yaad hai ke naam se mentality usu dei aduna hundana sama sagi level da sama sana tawra da sagi common market da ke game na bodo adu ki model da adopt ho rage di possible hoye da hai adu da sunate aina masagi ni kunchna kamai ne employ karoga subu ke production capacity do my market demand is much more than that but I don't have space I don't have extra money to spend. If I train this group wise, I ask them to make the product which I require and they sell me in bulk, I purchase them back and put it in the market in a common brand, which is much easier. It's more than 10 SHGs which I am supporting. Sara support sing say adu play daga Meira ki binda to market to adu ne market demand was बहुत करा करा bin to but still not enough high production capacity set is about enough for more people to be trained more like-minded people to put in adu orga dekho mapan ki markets ko target to very you know the was say in a demand se uno so hinga le some life adu quality has improved so that we can even reach the international. Next slide. My product range, pickle fruits, dry fruits, dry fruits, candied form, other items, next please. These are my pickles, which is available. It's like 12-14 pickles. Next year I'll be having more. Next. These are my candies. Candies. I'll share that about that how I'm not able to improve my packaging. Next please. See my egg salty sinduni. Next. These are my other items. This one is a very fast moving item. Champakuni, bori, and again badam ghee, candy from the kind of chickpeas. The hawajapam was one of the product which is really fast moving. Next please. I was sharing that how I started. How your business stuff. The last year in 2012 and 13 it was 65 to 70 lakhs of rupees. This year, my target is to cross 1 crore. And I'm sure I'll be able to, with your support, with your This is how the micro got processed. And I And bazaar mo ka hindi kaya dahil run Yeah, we have to do it. The matamama that is Manipur process, I'm like it on the money. But once I started, I talked with the farmers that this much is my requirement. So they even increase their production. But if you have a chance, bazaar now I available with the much haram to my paida, chingway pay you So I'm also a large purchaser of tomorrow. Next please. Yeah, the truck load of the haram. We have to be very fast. Yeah, next please. This is the story which I want to share. Everybody says, that why don't you improve your packaging? It's not that I haven't tried. I tried. I asked Sydney, because this quite costly machine, it cost me 2 lakhs. But do you know that to run this 2 lakhs machine, I had to spend another 3 lakhs to print out this packaging material. CP name on a bit of a 3 lakhs. Machines are aligned with them. For the small entrepreneur, can you dream for that? But I tried. I tried. The product, any product range, the candy, for every product, if I have to spend 3 lakhs of rupees, so even with poor quality of my packaging, my product is good. I don't like it. Okay, product ko concentrate for the trial and do this. Otherwise, I'll go with what I have. Adu to ubani. So the problem is it's still there. Next thing. This is much easier to handle. See, Ben sealer ne. See the amlai. I hani packing bottle to the na. Magi tie magi mo se kara improve feda. Masa pura pari Mama automatically this is much easier, much cheaper. I don't have to spend much. Let's look very respect line up operate the machine. Next please. Yeah, this is how we are packing our pickles. Next. Then my processing of pickles, masala ma'am se same bokot pata ho ma'am. This is one of the shops which you will see in Meira Bazaar. Meira Foods and Tharaga Tamba, quick and easy next to labor to be shop to me. You will see my thread there. So the papa I had to connect the labor to Panse. Ataygi, next thing. Next. Ataygi shop the this portion of Lozabani. You will see me in Papareti, you will see me in Kumars, you will see me in Dove, you will see me in Tamla, you will see me in Central Arcade, Rebecca's World, the big shops of Manipur, you will see my space. Next please. Yeah, this is Papareti. Next. You see the Meira Foods. Next please. This is Kumar. Next. Thank you very much. Lafayette Central School. Then from 6th standard, I did my all schooling as well as my college and masters in Banastali Vidyapeeth, that is in Rajasthan. Then after that, I joined Asian Community Health Action Network, that is in Chennai, for my NGO exposure. Then Vaikumani Girls College. Then, of course, All India Radio, Citizen Volunteers Training Center, Apple Geological Association. Right now, I am the Association of Food Scientists and Technologists.
And then my question is, let me ask you Manipur.
Yes, sir. You want in terms of money or in terms of quantity? Quantity. Very difficult to say in terms of metric ton, but I'm able to produce worth 1 crore rupees in a year. Industry,
fruit single. Since there are no industry
tabak suningba, tabak tawlingba, process tawagi skill leraba, tawgi na khala gadi kore haye ngaida kasi tawu. Iya.
Hey, mình là trong thời vệ sinh with president có Myanmarese English của Hoa. Và chúng ta tầm này cái gì mình đang muốn bà cái gì bảo vệ tại asi yang tang bà Manipur đã quay bị hiện tại.
Thank you for the
quay cái Moreh cái photo kia là cái khi hàng tang thì làm xuống cái photo này.
Yes.
Là mình đang muốn photo gì quay đi. Đây được biên rồi. Đây gì country được biên rồi cái Manipur mà xem tao là buồn xem. Thì mình đang ai sát ra mỗi nè, cái Manipuri mỗi nè còn tao phục tập. Azum cái cái biên mà cái youth chứ. Thì anh mà fashion được sao atau fashion sampai si bising je kamana atau medamnya training kayak kopi tiga juga district kayak kopi kira kira.
Okay. Lebih kata fashion चले हैं भी नहीं. Anyway, okay. District-wise, if you say. District खुद मक्कई training में तुम ताऊ Nepal East, West, Thoba, Chande, Churachandpur, इन तब district लेते हैं कुछ बोलता है इन मक्की और बनी अदुगा आई starting processing ताऊ निकल मक्कू तो लोई नमक ले I can give you the name where they are working. If you want to get trained, you can go there and get training also. And if you really want very intensive training, you can come to. Jadi nupam sari, nupam sari welcome to. Because nupam sari, kita mau suruh nupam sari, kita mau suruh, jadi mana bisa pun kamu.
Cái side cái gì mình nó chance này cái gì còn anh cái thằng nó tầm giờ chúng ta coi mà Harris English của là cái
no more copy row lakhs again I share I'm happy to do that. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, madam. Madam, I am Jameson Koi coaching higher secondary class of Kazan. Madam, अखोई छात्र मोइन में आइना हंसलिंग अखोई मिदाना पंजाब दे होया अदो अखोई छात्र जे ट्यूशन चलो गजु हला गजु बगी मयाम जे अखोई गया दे होजिकी मतलब जे जे नंबर बगी जूम बगी नंगना बसे अखोई डिस्कशन तरो याम ता थोय हाय अदो मिदाम ने वकंदा बगी मिदाम ना मसागी जूम का अवेयरनेस मिदाम क्या इसांग से बिरा क्या हम
awareness से आई industry में run ताऊ बने ना एक own engagement में आने बने ना आई ना initiative लाने का ताऊ बड़े हम जाते और हम भी आते अदुबु group सिंगना NGO सिंगना college ना institution में आना ताऊ लोग खुद ही मक्ता एक चक्कर में ना because I want that everybody knows about it.
बताओ दे दो अपनी स्कूल high school
high road मतलब BB road इलाज सके नो
अदो मिदाम ने पाव भी लगा पिछा
आई फोन नंबर ले पिछा
yang mengajar dalam satu sehingga ini mesti karena kita kerja begitu. Thank you, Pak.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I attend the Moreh di Hanjabam Moreh. I bring my school. I jadi buat apa tu boleh. Dalam tu ini porsi atau ini manufacturing sector type. Kalau produk mas sendiri punya apa pun Manipur tapi itu apa ingredients yang itu yang aku tahu jadi di mana dia itu betul kau dia ada betul saya tahu masih economy of scale masih scale tu orang gani hanya sendiri given tu dari itu sebab teknologi dan masih economy of scale bisa bis pricing this Manipur industry economy of scale
It is not the economy of scale, but it is a commitment. Commitment what the Manipur industry may have been previously. I feeling. Raw material to be from our studies, Manipur the process out of our production it is only 2%. 2% of the market process. So we have 98% availability is even if we require national or international market, there is no dearth of land, there is no dearth of production capacity. We can go ahead. Sir. Jungles, wild, singing. Economic and other Yangaga, Tuna Chauna, Tuna Munabagi, process in the Changde, and they said Heikru, the 2% the current thing. Plus, Heikru, Thorpon, Hanjabam, and they even had a local variety. Some going to live in a moon, but even a even mange like say Moreh ron dagi like mange to koi ching mange adu bo ako mama tha ni mama de ko enjalu bani manle kanjalu bani hari bu sora mama de ekta palo mama do me chemicals sin ala tha mu tana te hari ba mange me ase to mate available oi aduna adu su am the same oi ba hay amani hane lawse na even umuro to su mane sin ari base am na bagi primitive technology sin ala mana tha zabani umuro se ado aina ana basin ari ba kai mama am se chemical free ni hai na aina khangza bagi wani but chemical bagi laboratory am certified to dinat that is required ado high base Manipur available oi da bani na mama da ni export ki order ma ka la ki bani required that certificate so I have sent some samples I'm waiting for the result that let them give it tungi lakpa levels in the you may find some it contains this much and that aduga kogi harmful chemical ni batang haragadi I try to make my product without using color and acids at the maximum possible why the possible technique tai tare ko chemical yarigi half na ba habis da machusi ayis na na natural machu aduga dum preserve to mo na ba aduga magi manam si yarigi half natural manam de na ba but there are some products where you require in a while processing it usually go off for example in a pineapple process to matamda I have to purchase I cannot process on ripe pineapple amun bari process to ba I have to process on raw dadi my machu zuyaw de plus my manam zuyaw de aduna finished product anu pathom matamda my pineapple ki manam su machu kara lakna be damakta I use some chemicals but that is also at a very minimal level akoina half pe aba level to the handana half so that at least our people can have safe adagi mu mapandagi Moreh dagi lakpa chapa sina akoina am chingla ba ine am na bizaning jaba ko na makha saccharines am season sweetening agents saccharines to ki madik season even soy so local group ka aina de train to gida bai kare ko मैं मसाना खाना तो process तो लोग लेज़र में group कर ले I have gone through them they are using saccharine Meira Foods saccharine have a pose substance dana I'm very against it तो sugar तुम उपयोगनी रुती है को sugar बड़ा ये तो अच्छा पसे sugar नहीं salt नहीं natural chemicals है डायरेक्ट natural product खाते हैं ना सीजन से स्टार्ट करते हैं मैंने कहा उगा कोई ना स्टार्ट करते हैं मतलब बड़ा है लेकिन spices any season है these spices come from outside अरे pickle I say spices जाओ तो दिया spices जो मैंने खुद आगे मैंने ना तो मकान में गेलो से अदु खत्ता है ना कितना चिंगना वाला है तो हाई बार अदु चिंगना वाला है तो कि unbranded product is an BMC the type तो BMC product is the spices which I am using the ground one it's all BMC others I buy it in whole form process it and grind it in my place and make it अदु की पोत में तो कितना maintain तो लोगों को होना चाहिए मैं आंदा आई ना सुचारी को बोलने ना I want to have a safe food and I want to give a safe food to my people अदु की पोतो अदु कितना नहीं maintain तो ज़बने but in future at the best level कोई किसी laboratory में कब अपचे के नहीं करना होना ज़रूरी बने आई अतः मैं पांडे किसी taste तो जो है आई किसी taste तो ज़बन हम चिन्ना हम ना कोई taste तो ज़बन हम बगी तो कि लोगों में थमना पाए ना इसमें खाप तो होना ज़रूरी
Hello, there are a lot of people